other method is applicable here. This is not factorable. This is not ready for the taking square roots. It's not ready for complete the square by any means. So I will move all these to the other side. 0.1x squared minus 70x plus 10,000 equals 0. So then I have x equals negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a times c divided by 2a. I want to show you how I enter this in the graphing calculator in one step. Do not do it piece by piece. So let's do this together. Good. Left parenthesis for the numerator. 70 plus the square root of 70 squared minus 4 times 0.1 times 10,000. Close the parenthesis. Go outside. Close the previous parenthesis from the beginning and just divide by 0.2. In order to determine the other one, all you have to do is go to second and entry and just overwrite the plus by a minus in front of the square root. So you don't have to type it in again. So second and entry, second and enter. And when I press enter, I get the other one. So I get that x is 500, the first solution, and the second solution is 200. So I go back. How many pairs of sunglasses must be sold in order for the revenue to be 10,000 per week? Use a comma to separate answers as needed. So I will put 200. I'll put a comma and then 500. This is not an ordered pair. We are listing x equals and x equals. Part C. Let's read part C. How many pairs of sunglasses must be sold in order for the revenue to be 12,250 per week? So everything is the same. I just have to rewrite an equation that is 0.1x squared minus 70x and then plus 12,250. So let me show you this. That's all I have to do. It's the same equation, but instead of they're changing the 10,000 to 12,250. So all I have to do is we just go back to the calculator. Don't delete anything. And I'm just going to recall the whole thing. And just replace 10,000, overwrite 2250, 225. And that's it. And I get the one solution. The one solution will be 350. And then I get second and entry and override the negative by a positive sign. Plus. And that is the other solution for 12,250. So it's fine because the discriminant is 0. So we got two identical solutions. So there is no need to write 350, 350. If we got the same solution twice, it's sufficient to write one solution. Although you can say, but you're contradicting yourself. You just said that it's a quadratic equation and you have to write two solutions. True. But the solutions are identical. So this is the same type of problem. Identical steps. We just did a Pythagorean theorem. Okay, let's work for this on this one. Good. So So we are given, again, a right triangle. And one leg is x plus 8. The other leg is 5x minus 4. And the hypotenuse is 5x. They're asking us to find x. And we know there is a relationship that states 1 leg squared, 5x minus 4 squared, plus the other leg squared, x plus 8, everything squared, must equal the longest side squared, which is the hypotenuse squared. Now, please remember, all the work should be done before Thursday so you can ask tons of questions. 70% is good enough, and then you can continue working on them. Okay, so let's see how we solve this equation. First, I have to square 5x minus 4. How many terms do I get when I square 5x minus 4? How many terms do I get when I square 5x minus 4, please?
You have 3?
Yes, thank you very much. A binomial squared is 3 terms, has 3 terms. Very good. The first term squared, 25x squared minus 2 times the first times the second. 2 times 5 is 10, times 4 is 40x. Plus, always plus the last one, the second term squared, 16, plus. Again, I know I always sound like a broken record. When I square x plus 8, how many terms do I get? When we square a binomial, we get
A trinomial?
a trinomial. And we easily get it. The first term squared plus 2 times the first times the second plus the second term squared. And the right-hand side is 25x squared. This is nice because I can get rid of these right away. I love that. Then I have to rearrange everything in descending order. So I have x squared first. The negative 40x with a positive 16x is minus 24x. And then 64 plus 16 is positive 80. You can say the numbers are large. It may be factorable or not. I don't care. Fine. Then use the quadratic formula. You will not use complete the square, please. You will not use taking square roots. It's not ready. You may say, well, the numbers are large. I don't want to mess with factoring. Fine. Then use the quadratic formula. So negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a. Negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And I will immediately put in the graphing calculator. Let's see what we get. So I clear everything. So I have 24. No, sorry, parentheses. 24 plus the square root of 24 squared, and then minus 4 times 8, minus 320, close, outside, again, close, and divide by 2. And this is one solution, the one with the plus. And I got 20. I copy, I don't want to enter the whole thing again, second an entry, and I override the plus by minus, and I get the other solution, 4. So x equals 4, and x equals 20. Now, I have to be careful. Let's see if both work. X equals 4. Yeah, one side is 12, the other one is 20, and this one is 16. Okay, let's see with 20. Yes, 28, 100, and 100 minus 4, 96. Okay, fine, both work. So now I go to the problem. Simplify answer. Have an exact answer using radicals as needed. Use a comma to separate answers as needed. So I'm going to enter them in the correct order. 4, 20. So there are two possible solutions for x. Find the length of each side of the triangle. Select the correct choice. Use a comma to separate. So when x is 4, one side, the hypotenuse is 20. The other side is 20 minus 4, which is 16. And 4 plus 8 is 12. Now what happens when x equals 20? 20 times 5 is 100. 20 times 5, 100 minus 4, 96. And the other one, 20 plus 8, is 20 plus 8, 28. So I don't know how they want. Use a comma to separate. For the single value x, the length for the single value, larger value. What do they mean by this? For the smaller value. Okay, I think that's what they mean. The length of the side, the length of the sides. Oh, so for the single value, the length, so it's this. For the smaller, okay, I have 20. Now I don't know which order they want them in, so let me put them in ascending order. And for the larger value of x, which is 20, the length of the sides are, and I'll put them in 28, 96, and 100. I'm assuming that's what they wanted. Okay, so that's the same problem. Any questions? Any questions, anybody?
Probably have some on Thursday, definitely.